Did you know that it actually does matter if you use someone's correct name and pronouns? I'm Dr. Angela Cade Getford, and I use they, them pronouns.
All right, folks. We've got all the letters, the LGBTQIAA plus community. It got so bad they started adding numbers to the beginning, which made it the 2S LGBTQIA plus community. So all I want to know is when we're going to add a C for crazy, because this is getting ridiculous. I'm going to play you guys a video that I came across on Twitter, or should I say the artist formerly known as Twitter, otherwise known as X these days, and then we're going to talk about it. But I'm going to let this person say what they're saying, and you guys witness it, and then we can talk after.
Did you know that it actually does matter if you use someone's correct name and pronouns? Studies have shown that when adolescents have people across any setting, home, school, friends, use their chosen pronoun, they have better mental health outcomes. So what do parents need to know about pronouns? I'm Dr. Angela Cade Getford. I'm the medical director of the Gender Health Program here at Children's Minnesota, and I use they, them pronouns. So what is a pronoun? Well, we all have them. We all use pronouns. We all refer to each other with some kind of pronoun, usually she or he, sometimes they or them, or sometimes new pronouns that you might not have heard of. Using someone's pronoun is a way to let them know that you see them, that you understand them, and that you're going to refer to them in the way that they want to be seen. So if your child or teenager shares with you that they would like to try using a different pronoun, it would be a good idea to try it. It could be hard. Maybe you've never known anyone that's used they, them pronouns before. You may have a child that you've always called by she or he, and now they're asking you to call them the opposite pronoun. It's okay if you mess up. I have 3 kids of my own, and if they asked me to start calling them by different pronouns, I'm sure I would make mistakes too. I think it's important to thank your child for sharing that information with you, and then try as best you can to get their pronouns right. If you make a mistake, just simply correct yourself and say, oh, I meant to say he or she, or just make the simple correction. Hey, I was, talking about you the other day and I said that she, oh, I meant he. Just go ahead and move on. But again, the more that we can do as adults, as parents, as teachers, as pediatricians to respect a child's name and pronoun, we know that they are going to feel a better sense of self and less anxiety and depression long term.
All right, the reason this bothers me, if you noticed, at a point, Dr. Angela went in and slipped in for us that she goes by they, them pronouns. All right, Dr. Angela, let's stop playing with each other. We all know you're a woman. It's what it is. You're a lesbian, accept yourself, be fine with it, be over it. Call it a day, call it a night, call it an evening, call it a morning, but stop using people's children to push your agenda, because that's what you're doing right now. And this is why this bothers me so much. People like this will try to use your kids to guilt trip you into buying in to their bullshit ideas. That's what's happening right here. Is Dr. Angela wants you to accept that she is a they and a them. So she's going to use the fact that if you do it for children, well, you might as well go ahead and do it for me as well. No, Dr. Angela, guess what? They and them is for plural. That's what it is. And if we've never met anybody, never seen anybody, I get that argument. I hear people say that all the time. Well, you use they and them if you don't know, but we know your gender, Dr. Angela. You're a woman. We can see you. And this is the other thing I'm going to tell you guys about this. You don't have to have kids to know. The less we teach kids to rely on outside validation, the better off they'll be. So why don't we bring up the studies on that, Dr. Angela? Why don't we talk about the fact that the less these kids are relying on everybody else to validate them, the better off they'll be. Sure, we would all love for everybody to buy into our bullshit. In my head, I am a 6'2" Norse god. In reality, I am a 5'7", 5'7.5" on a good day, Mexican-American gay male. I am not going to try to get anybody to recognize the fact that I identify as a 6 foot tall Norse god, because people are going to be like, girl, no, you're not. It's just not what's in front of me. Why are you trying to force me to validate that you're something that you're not? Just like like you're not a they and a them. You are a singular person. I am looking at you, Dr. Angela, and you are one person talking into a camera, trying to tell people that this is what's going to be best for their kids. You have 3 kids. If you want to raise them to believe that people are going to live in the land of make-believe with them and let them deal with the disappointment that's going to come with that when they realize that the rest of the world isn't going to want to go along with that, you go ahead and do that. But stop giving bad advice to parents of LGBT people or to LGBT youth. This is the worst advice you can give anybody, is to rest your happiness on other people and the way other people address you. I am a gay man. We do not care about pronouns, as we always call each other she and her to be ridiculous. I'll tell you guys a quick story before I get out of here. And this is how adaptable people are. I had a friend named Tyler. I haven't seen Tyler for years. We're probably still friends. Tyler was a trans man, is a trans man, unless something tragic has happened. Hopefully Tyler is still alive. If he's not, RIP Tyler. But let me go on with the story. So Tyler is a trans man, born female, grew up, started taking testosterone, identifies as a man. I have no problem with trans men. I've had many trans man friends at this point in my life. But Tyler was one of the first trans men that I met that actually identified as a gay man, which to me, you can identify as anything you want, but sometimes I felt like, lady, you sure went a long way to get in your asshole. Could have just stayed a woman and done that. Didn't need the cosplay. But I respect Tyler as a trans man, so he's a trans gay man. No problem there. One day, I'm joking with Tyler the way I joke with all of my friends, and I say something and use a she and a her. And Tyler says to me, you know, Ty, I really don't feel comfortable when you call me she and her, and I also would prefer that you don't call me girl. I said, Tyler, I don't think we're meant to be friends if that's the way you feel, because you are claiming to be a gay man, and I am treating you like an authentic gay man when I address you that way. So if you want me to change the way that I talk to you and treat you as something other than what I would treat a gay man as, then I really don't know how to interact with you, and I'm not gonna learn. Me and Tyler stayed friends for many years after that. I sincerely do love Tyler, but I wasn't going to live in the land of make-believe with Tyler. I mean, I'm already going a bridge further than a lot of people would go by accepting you as not only a trans man, but a trans gay man, which, in my opinion, if you're a trans gay man, you really are a female that's dating males. You're now a heterosexual woman again. But I'm willing to go along with your delusion because I'm a good friend, and I know that in this day and age, that's what being a good friend entails, is meeting somebody at least halfway in their delusion. But once you start getting too particular with me, then I get like, all right, Tyler, let's stop playing with each other. And that's what I would tell Dr. Angela. Let's stop playing with each other. We can see you. You're a woman. You're not a crowd. A crowd I would gladly address as they and them, because they are a they and a them. But when I'm looking at you, you're a she and a her, and I hate your crazy smile. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. This has been Ty Rivera, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to comment just to help me on the algorithm, but you don't know what to comment, just leave a knife, because you know, if you've been paying attention to me in the last couple of days, they have already started to come for my neck. They've even come for my little doggies' necks recently too. They're coming for all of our necks in this household. Thank you for watching, everybody.